It's Madden NFL 23, where representatives from the AFC and NFC will square off. It's the Denver Broncos and the Chicago Bears, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Chicago Bears. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Riley Dixon has the ball on the tee, ready to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
Fields going to throw right away. And this one is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Fields now to throw. Locates Mooney on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And some space here. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Herbert once more. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's a give to Herbert. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on it. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. They go play action now. Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They go play action with Wilson. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Flushed out right. Open man. He completes it to Jeudy. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Javonte Williams
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Broncos put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
A handoff for Herbert.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
2nd and 5 now.
Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the 50, here's Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Baron Browning, the one who brought him down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Fields. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards the final tally. Back to throw, Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the pylon, caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Chase Claypool from a yard out. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's got room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the counter, here's Williams. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Fields. Finding Moore on the out route for the completion. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Here's Fields. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run for it. This is Foreman. And nowhere to go. He's going to be
take over on downs. So an interesting decision at this stage of the game to go for it. You think maybe that missed field goal earlier had anything to do with it?
If it did, I'm really surprised because usually one miss is not enough to alter your game plan. My only thought is maybe he got hurt or maybe they just understand that it's not his day for some other reason we don't know right now. But in general situations, you run him back out there and let him have another chance.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
Got an open man here, and it's KJ Hamler.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wilson.
Same connection. Dulcich once again.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Every day, let's do what we do. Every day. Let's go.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Throwing is Wilson.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Again, Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams.
And the ball is knocked out, and this is picked up by the Bears. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Santos now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Fielded right around the 8.
So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And
You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back.
Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
They start the second half here with Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the 44, Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
third down. They'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Wilson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
Now Herbert to start the drive.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Alex Singleton, a former Canadian League star, in on the stop.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos
at the 33-yard line.
They'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Wilson. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams
With his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So the toss play there, very effective. Looked like the defense got caught with too many men in the box.
I think you're right about that. I really like the idea of getting him out wide, getting him to the perimeter. That way he can either turn the corner when they box the defenders inside or make that one cut and get upfield when you get help from your wide receivers taking care of the cornerbacks.
Extra point up and through, and we are tied at 14. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
That's right. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Throw left side complete. That's more. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
A shotgun snap, Fields. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On play action, Fields.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Fields throwing again.
Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down.
Here's Fields. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found it.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, this guy's throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
On 1st down, Fields.
His throw incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Fields.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Moore, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their own 17-yard line.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And that, nearly picked off. Well, would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
To throw is Wilson. Sutton drilling it in on the left side.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson.
Over the middle, complete to Judy. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's showtime, baby. Who's going to get our tempo? Let's go. Make them the play. It's not
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Trying to find Greg Dulcich there.
And it's 3rd and short.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man, and again it's Sutton.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing again here, Wilson. Man open left side, it's Williams. Only a yard in the completion, it's 2nd and goal.
Good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. Touchdown, Broncos. KJ Hamler from 6 yards away. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was all polished off on the touchdown reception by KJ Hamler. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Here's Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down. All eyes on Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Back to throw. Fields. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Herbert. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Herbert. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. From the left hash, this for the win. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.